As shown in a previous video, Folioz allows users to select a skin to work as a background for their pages. And users have the chance both to choose a skin that is available in the system, or they can also create a skin. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you step by step how to create a skin for Folioz by using an image. Before we start, there are two important details that need to be highlighted. You want to choose a picture that is big enough so that it covers the full background of your page. But on the other hand, you don't want the file size to be too big, otherwise the page is going to take too long to load. And the second point has to do with copyrights. You want to make sure you have the permission to use the picture. Then, to start building a skin, I first need an image. To do that, I'll open a new tab in my browser and start looking for a picture. In here, I'm going to run a search on Google for a background image. In here, I'm going to select the option Images because I am looking specifically for an image. Now, I'm going to expand Tools, and here I'm going to choose two different options. Under Size, I'm going to go with Large. Again, I want a big picture to cover my full background. And here under Usage Rights, I'm going to select option Labeled for Non-Commercial Reuse with Modification. So the pictures showing out here comply with the 2 points mentioned before, size and copyright. I'll scroll down and have a look at the pictures that are showing here and choose one that I think would make a good background. Now I'm going to save this picture on my computer. I have created a folder on my computer called Skin Images, and I'm going to save it here. That being done, I can now go back to Folioz. As I mentioned before, we want a big picture, but on the other hand, we don't want the file size to be too large. So then, I'm going to use one of the free apps that are available here in Folioz to change that. I'll scroll down the main page and access Images. In here, I'm going to upload the picture that I have just downloaded. As you can see, it's 2.6 megabytes. And I'll open it here. Now, I'm going to resize this picture. In the first option, I'm going to go with 1700 and resize. Now, I want to save this picture again. And here, I'm going to change the quality to 3. That will still maintain the quality of my image, but the file size will be much smaller. And I'll save. Alright, now I can close Images and I can start the process of building my skin. The first thing I want to do now is to upload the image that I just resized into Folioz. For that, I'll expand the main menu, choose option Create, and then go into Files. Here in Files, the first thing I want to do is to select a folder to upload my image into. I have previously created a folder called Skins, so I'm going to select this folder. If you do not have this folder here, you can simply come to this field here, enter a name, and create a new folder. Since I have done that already, I'll just select Skins. Now it's saying that the file that I will upload will be uploaded into this folder. I'll scroll up and I'll check this box saying that I do have permission to reproduce and distribute this item. I want to uncheck this option here because I have worked on the size of my image already, and then I'll browse to select the picture that I have resized. So this is the picture that I have resized. You can see that its size is much smaller than its original size. My image has been uploaded. Now I can start working on my skin. I will then once again expand the main menu, and under Create this time, I'm going to choose Skin. And here I'll select option Create Skin. I'll first give a name to my skin. I'm going to call it Field. And down here, I'm going to choose option This is a public skin. This way, after I save this skin, it will be available to other people to use it as well. Here under Page is where I'm going to make the main decisions regarding my skin. As it shows here, a skin has two main parts. One is the header, and the other one is the page background. And for both, we can decide to go with a color or with an image. Since this tutorial is showing you how to use an image, we are going to go with that option. I decided that I want to use the image that I have just saved both as a header background and as a page background. For that, I'll choose this option here. I'll expand the skins folder, that it's the one in which I saved my image, and I'll just confirm it here. And I'm going to do the same thing for the page background image. I'll then scroll down and work on the options that are here. Here it asks me if I want my background image to repeat. Usually this option is good if you are working on a tile background. Since it's not the case here and that I have a full image, I'm going to ask it not to repeat. Down here in background image attachment, I can decide whether I want my picture to be fixed in the background or whether I would like it to scroll along with the page when it is scrolled. Again, since I have a bigger image, I'm going to choose option fixed. And these are the basic settings that we need to create a skin. I'll then click save. The system is going to take me back to the main skins menu, and for me to see here the skin that I have just created, I first need to use the filter and choose my skins for the system to show the skins that I have created. Now it's time to apply this skin to a page that I have. So I'll visit the main menu here, and under create I'll go to my pages and collections. In here, I'll choose a page that I want to apply the skin to. I'll expand this menu and choose option edit. In here now I want to select option settings, and I'll scroll down a little to access the skin menu. As you can see, the skin that I have just created is going to appear here. I'm going to select it. It has applied the skin to my page, and then I can just click save. To see how this skin is going to look now, I just have to click display page. As you can see, the picture that I have selected is showing here both as the heading background and as the page background. And as I scroll this down, you are going to see that the image on the background is going to be fixed, as I have selected when creating this skin. After going through the basic steps of your skin, you can continue editing and improving it. For that, what you want to do is again to select the Create menu and select Skins. In here, make sure that you use your filter so that the system shows the skins you have created, and you can choose option Edit. In here, you can navigate the tabs that are here and make the modifications that you see fit. Under Text, you can decide on the fonts and font colors for the header, for the block heading, and for the content. And here in Advanced, you can enter some advanced options. Usually a nice thing you want to do is to add some transparency to your skin. And you can easily do that by entering a line of code here, which I'm going to do now. If you want to do that to your own skin, please check the description of this video to access the code line that you can simply copy and insert in this part, which is exactly what I'm going to do now. I have copied the code and I'm going to paste it here. This code is going to add this level of transparency to the page. You can play around with this number to make it more or less transparent. And also, this part here has to do with the color of your transparency. This is the RGBA code for this color. If you want to access more codes like this, you can easily open a new tab in your browser. You can just enter the number symbol and 6 times the letter F. Google will take you to this little tool that is going to show you the RGB color code down here. What I can do is just to move this around, and this number is going to change here. Since my skin has a greenish tone to it, I'm going to slide this to green and then choose just a hue of green that I think would go nicely with my page. I will then highlight and copy this and then go back to Folioz. And here in the code, I'm going to enter exactly that number and click Save. Now, to see the changes that I have made to my skin, I'll go visit the page that is using that skin. Again, under Pages and Collections, I'll choose the page in question. As you can see, now I have added a green transparency into the middle of my skin. You can explore the Skins menu and make as many changes to the skin you have created as you see fit.